So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to absolutely dominate on Rio Hardpoint and Modern Warfare 3 rank play. Rio is honestly my favorite map. It's the most fun and it makes the most sense to me. All the other maps were made back in the day in Modern Warfare 2 when Hardpoint and Control weren't a thing yet. So they kind of had to just force Hardpoint and Control onto these older maps and they just don't work. But Rio is a newer map, so it makes a lot of sense. The spawns make sense. It's small, it's very fast paced, and it's just fun all around. You could honestly run 3 subs on this map. That's what we're doing in this gameplay right here. I don't think I've ever ran an AR on this map, to be honest with you, but even in the pro matches you'll see them run 2 or 3 subs, and that's literally the most fun thing you can do. And in all these other maps on Modern Warfare 3, they're literally 3 AR maps, maybe even 4 AR maps, and they're just not fun at all because everyone's kind of just sitting on a heady. This map is just so mixy. It's so fun to me, but I chose this game because it is a very close game and it kind of shows all the situations that I go through instead of just us completely dominating them and blowing them out. So we ended up going through every situation that you could possibly go through and made it a really close game. I ended up dropping 36 kills and absolutely shit on them. So for me, I was kind of getting in the mix a lot. I was trying to get rotations, I was getting hill time, and I was just soaking and just trying to be the best teammate I could be while slaying at the same time. But as you can see, we're down 0 to 35 right here. P1 is kind of a mix fest, but P1, in my opinion, is the most mixy hill, so it doesn't really matter. As long as you get the other hills locked down, then you're all Gucci. And P2 is like in the back left corner of the map. So where we initially spawned in the middle of the game, we needed to keep spawns, and it ended up working out in our favor, even though I did spawn out that one time because my teammates ended up killing that guy in the back. And usually the setup for this hill is they're mostly gonna come from the ramp side, and maybe like 1 or 2 will come from the side door, but it depends what rank you're in. If you're in Crimson and Iridescent, there's multiple people gonna take routes. But in this situation, they weren't, so they kind of all just flooded the front and kind of made it easy for us to just shit on them. P3 is literally on the other corner of the map. This hill, in my opinion, is kind of easy to hold just because the hill is so big. It's not just one little square, it's literally the whole bottom floor. It's kind of easy to hold, although they can come from multiple angles. As long as you guys get the kills, then it shouldn't really matter. I think we get almost a full 60 on this rotation right here, which is a good thing and helped us out in the end. And I absolutely shit on them right here. So as you can see, I'm just soaking. You don't gotta be a kill whore. You can literally just soak and you can just trust your teammates. So that's another big thing about this game, is you have to trust your teammates. Don't be the one trying to always make the plays. Don't be the one trying to always kill whore. But if your teammates are getting shit on, then that's when you do have to take things into your hands and kind of just try to do the best you can do. And P4 is actually the white van next to the bottom garage, and I tried to take a route right here to go behind them, but they ended up spawning right there and I kind of just absolutely got shit on. So they did end up holding this hill pretty good right here. This hill is kind of, in my opinion, this hill is a hard hill to break just because there's so many things they're watching, and if you don't play this hill as a team, you're honestly just gonna get shit on and they're just gonna keep killing you one by one. The best thing to do in this game is to push as a team. Don't take single chows because it could just mess up everything. There's no point of single chowing if they're just gonna all be posted up on a heady and shit on you. But my favorite thing to do on this P5 right here is actually go through middle and get control of top middle. I think that is the best thing to do on this hill because majority of the time, no matter where they spawn at, they can spawn in front of you, they can spawn behind you. They're always gonna push through top middle. So as long as you get those kills, you can just rely on your teammates to get all the other kills. On each side, there's these truck headies your teammates could sit on, and they're honestly so OP. So unless you're playing some demons and some fucking gods, you're most likely not going to get killed on that hill. But we ended up bringing it back right here. We ended up leading by 40 points right here. And it goes back to P1. I wasn't really sure where they were kind of spawning right here. I was kind of just taking a guess. I saw my teammates spawn on the other side, so I turned around. I ended up just piecing them up yet again. Honestly, this map right here, I don't want to say spawns aren't important because they definitely are, but you can kind of get away with spawning out the most on this map just because of how small the map is. Like in other maps like Invasion, Karachi, you guys are gonna get absolutely punished for not getting spawns. But you see how close this map is, you see how many routes you can take, and if you're just shitting on the other team, it's not the worst thing in the world to lose spawns. Because as you guys can see, we didn't have spawns right here, so we kind of got to break this hill. So I like to go through middle of the lot just because if you go through the sides of the map with a sub, you're always going to run into someone posted up on a heady. and it's not the best thing in the world because it's so hard to get those people off those headies with that AR. So my teammates ended up killing both of them right there on the hill, but they did end up spawning back there again, so they ended up getting broken once again. I ended up trying to just hold middle because I knew they were gonna come off old and they were gonna push new through middle and control. Like I said, for the P5, controlling middle is a big part of this game because everyone pushes through there and you can literally get to every single hill through middle. So it's a big part of this game. You kind of just gotta try to control it and finesse your life a little bit. I did mess up on my nade right there, but that's just the name of the game. I always mess up on that shit. I didn't end up getting stunned. I don't know how they didn't kill me right away, even though I was stunned, but I played my life for as long as I could. I gave my teammates the information of where the next two were coming from. They ended up getting one, traded out, got another one, and they ended up team killing, and I just shit on them with a pistol right there. So I did what I had to do, and right now I'm looking boxes because I know they're spawning next to P2. One of the routes they could take is coming through boxes right here where I'm aiming at. That's a very used route on this map, and for some reason I don't know why these guys kept pushing old with like 10 seconds left. If they would have rotated a lot earlier, they probably would have ended up winning this game, I'm gonna be honest with you, but they didn't, so that was kind of good on us. As you can see, none of us were really next to P4 right here, and that happened on the last P4 too, so we need to work on that as a team to rotate earlier. But we did end up breaking it, and we ended up holding it for a little while, so that was good. We could have got punished if we didn't break it right away and get teams as kills. And as you can see, I'm kind of just being the hill soaker because I know my teammates have ARs, so they have a better chance of killing the people looking over me rather than me just chowing out with a sub. Like I said, keep saying, you just gotta sit and hill. Like, literally just rely on your teammates. And this spot right here, this heady, is one that I learned from lunchtime, and it is absolutely amazing. I didn't even know it was there before, but they could barely see you, but you just can't really move on that heady much or you're gonna fall off. But we ended up getting most of this hill time right here. We kind of have a big lead on them, and this P5, I think it gets kind of scary actually, and they ended up coming back on us. I just died from top middle. I got late pinched, which surprised me. And one thing about this game is I noticed that I get the worst timings in the world. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like sometimes I cannot catch a timing to save my life, and I'm just getting killed in the back 24/7, and it is honestly one of the most annoying things ever. My teammates go crazy. They at least keep them off of hill right here. If you can't break the hill, the best thing in my opinion, at least to try to do, is to keep them off the hill. That prevents them obviously from getting hill time. It just prevents them from winning altogether. And as you can see, I got a nice little 3-piece right there. I ended up shitting on them, getting the rest of the old hill time by myself, and we go back to P1, the most mixiest hill on the map, and no one wins off this hill. It's very unlikely for people to win off this hill actually, so you just kind of gotta try to keep spawns right here since it's late in the game and anyone could win. They ended up getting a lot of kills right here, and I think they ended up bringing it back by a lot and making the game really close. I think I made a faded play right here actually. I would not recommend doing this. I went all the way around because I didn't look at the time we had, and I absolutely lost our teammates' spawns. So this is a what not to do. This is why I showed you guys this type of clip, because, or this type of gameplay, because all the situationals happen. That was a really faded play, but good thing I ended up clutching up and getting the kills, because if I didn't end up getting the kills, that one play would have costed my whole team the entire game. But in my head right there, I knew I messed up, so my next plan, I literally just had to make up for it and just absolutely shit on all of them. I think I went on like a 4 or 5 streak right there, trying to just get as many kills as I can, buy enough time so my team could get to hill. My team all ended up dying right here, but I absolutely went crazy and got an insane 3-piece. If I didn't get a 3-piece, it probably would have got scary, but I knew my teammates would have traded the guys out because they were really close and we were spawning there. So that's how mixy RIO could get. We went 250 to 232. I dropped 36 kills with over a minute on hill time, and I was absolutely piecing them. And this is the reason why this map is so fun, just because of how mixy it is. Kind of reminds me of Bow Cage from Vanguard, because Bow Cage was an absolute mix fest and you can get so many kills on that map. But anyways, I hope you guys kind of learned something from that. I'm not a pro or anything, but I was iridescent and crimson, so I do know what I'm doing, and I've been playing COD and watching COD for years. So I hope you guys enjoy that gameplay. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you learned something, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.